When she said, "Let's take a break to see if we miss each other," I stared at her for a few seconds, feeling something heavy settle in my chest. We had been together for almost 3 years, 3 years of memories, laughter, fights, and shared dreams. And now, she wanted to hit pause like we were some show on TV. I asked her gently, "Is there someone else?" She looked away and said nothing. That silence was louder than any answer she could have given. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I simply nodded. "You already lost me," I whispered, though every part of me was breaking inside. Her eyes filled with tears, but she didn't stop me when I stood up to leave. That told me everything I needed to know. If I truly mattered, she would have asked me to stay. That night, I walked through our favorite street alone. The cafes, the lights, even the rain, everything reminded me of her. I remembered how she used to pull me closer whenever I was upset, how she'd rest her head on my shoulder during our late-night drives. And now, I was just a memory she was choosing to test. Days passed, and each morning felt empty. I didn't check my phone obsessively like I used to. I didn't wait for her text. A part of me hoped she'd realize what we had and come back, but a stronger part refused to be someone's option. I wasn't going to be a backup plan in someone's confusion. One evening, I saw her at the park, sitting alone on our usual bench. She saw me too. Her eyes followed me as I walked past, but I didn't stop. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Not anymore. My pride had been wounded too deeply to turn back. She messaged me that night. "I miss you," she wrote. I stared at the screen for a long time. I typed and deleted so many replies before settling on just one. "I'm not someone you miss, I'm someone you hold on to." I hit send and turned off my phone. A week later, she came to my door. Her eyes were swollen, her voice shaking. "I made a mistake," she said. I believed her. Her pain looked real. But I'd changed. That version of me, the one who waited, forgave, hoped, he was gone. "I'm sorry," I told her. "I still care about you. But I can't go back to wondering if I'm enough for someone who wasn't sure." She cried harder, and for a moment, I almost gave in. But then I remembered the nights I spent alone while she was figuring things out. Healing wasn't easy. Some nights, I stared at the ceiling, remembering her laugh, her touch, her promises. I hated how love could turn into pain so quickly. But I also learned how strong I could be when I stopped chasing people who walked away. Eventually, I met someone new. She didn't play games. She didn't ask for breaks. She held my hand tightly, not loosely. And every time she said she loved me, I believed her. Not because I needed to, but because I knew she meant it. Sometimes, love ends not with a fight, but with silence. With slow distance. With the decision to take a break. But breaks are not always about growth. They can be about giving up without saying the words. That's what she did. Now, when I think of her, I don't feel anger. I just feel peace. Because walking away from someone who couldn't choose me was the first step in finally choosing myself. And that's the kind of love I never want to lose again. She wanted to know if we would miss each other. I did. I missed the version of her who truly loved me. But the person she became during that break, I don't miss her at all. Sometimes, "Let's take a break," really means, "I don't want this anymore." And, "You already lost me," is the quiet goodbye we give when we still love someone, but love ourselves more.